It's that time to thank our sponsors, and we're going to run down this list. We're going to talk about the Fat Boy app, the locally owned mom and pop restaurant locator. Listen, if you're tired of eating from those chain restaurants and you want a mom and pop restaurant, download the Fat Boy app and become a dining diva or a fat boy today. Hey, go to their website at www.fatboyapp.com. Check it out. You get perks for becoming a dining diva or a fat boy. You're traveling this summer and you want somewhere local to eat that's not a chain restaurant, you're going to need this app. This app's going to guide you to where you want to go to that good food. So download them today, available on Android and iOS. That's the Fatboy app. Become a dining diva and fat boy today. Stephen Watson at Watson's Transmission, he is your go-to guy. We got to thank him, man. He's your go-to guy for transmission work. And I'm telling you, if my transmission ever goes out, I'm going to Stephen. I don't know what else to do. I'm going to go to Stephen and be like, hey, Stephen, do your magic, work your magic on this transmission because he can bring them back to life. If he can't fix it, then it's really broken. He's going to get you another one. So check out Stephen Watson at Watson's Transmissions. Ironstein Coffee there in Morganfield, Kentucky. You want some hometown brewed coffee, hometown roasted coffee beans there in Morganfield, Kentucky. My favorite's the Miner. I like that dark roast. I like it dark, good old dark strong coffee is what I like. That's my favorite. So go check out Jerry and his buddy there at Ironstein Coffee in Morganfield. And while you're there, slip on in to Jen's General Store. Check her out. Hey, I went in there today to get a haircut from Jerry, and I walked through Jen's, and they got a little pathway. It's like the Candyland board is what it looks like. And it just kind of took me back. And there's candies, and there's drinks, and there's man, they do milkshakes and sandwiches, and it's so cool. There's so many things in there to check out. A lot of local items. I think there's some local honey in there from a feller there that lives in the county. So there's all kinds of things there at Jen's General Store. Go back in time to when you were a kid, especially us Gen Xers, man. There's all kinds of our candies in there. I love going in there. Every time I go in there, it's you feel welcomed and you're taking a trip back in time. So check out Jen's General Store. Wolf's Customs, that's Jake Wolf in Waverly, has got you covered this summer. You need a radiator flush, you need some coolant, your vehicle trying to overheat because it's going to get hot outside, or your tires are just low, or you need a lift on your truck, you need your brakes changed. Holler at Jake Wolf at Wolf's Customs there in Waverly, Kentucky. Are you looking for a private property, a commercial property? You looking for your first house, your second house, your third house, your neighbor's house? It doesn't matter. You looking for some property to buy? Holler at Josh Parrish at BHG Realty. Listen, Josh has got it going on, man. He's a good dude. He's straight up with you, and he can find you the piece of property or the building or the land, whatever it is you're looking for. Josh is the guy to go to. I promise you that. He's going to help you every which way he can. And if he can't get it or doesn't know how to get it, he's going to reach out and he's going to exhaust all his resources for you because he wants to be your realtor. So check out Josh Parrish at BHG Realty for the next time you're looking for that home away from home or you just want to buy your neighbor's home. It's for sale. Why not? Holler at Josh. He's going to take care of you. I promise you that. You're rolling around in Booneville, up there, Boone, Vegas, up there, Booneville, Indiana. You're up there at the McDonald's on top of the hill, and you look over and you see this place is called Warwick County Tire. Well, that's the place you need to go if you need tires. You need air in your tires. You need your tires plugged. You need your tires patched. You need tire work. You need brake work. Go see Billy at Warwick County Tire. He's going to take care of you like he took care of me. True story. I ordered some tires from him. Hey, dude, I was in and out in no time. Professionally done, fantastic service. And I'm not just saying that because I know Billy and Billy's family. I'm telling you because he takes pride in what he does at Warwick County Tire. So go see Billy at Warwick County Tire up there in Booneville, Indiana, and Boone, Vegas. Give a new shout out to Hackney Door Company. We'd like to thank them for the apparel we're wearing today. You got the Hackney Door Company hat and shirt on. Shane out there in Crittenden County, out there in Marion, Kentucky at Hackney Door Company. Listen, you need garage doors, you need building doors, you need doors that open and doors that close and doors that don't squeak and doors. You need a door. Holler at Shane Hackney at Hackney Door Company. We're going to put that information up for you too. So give him a call for all your door needs. And we appreciate you, Shane, for sending us the shirt and the hat. And we definitely appreciate your support here on Front Porch America. So I think that's our sponsors. So let's get to the podcast.
Respect, no judgment. Open up, say what you want to say. Be real, be kind, free speech. Make this a better day. You got a voice, a story to be heard. Share it on the front porch, America.
Got another first timer. Who am I here with?
This is Rick with Front Porch America podcast.
Sir.
Ooh, look at those big old balls. Well, they smell good too. All right, so this is Cajun sauce here.
Yes, sir.
Cheese sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that ooey gooey cheese. So here's what we're gonna do right off the bat. Oh, crispy. These suckers are still hot too.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Dude, I've been waiting forever for these.
See what you think with that
Oh my
Cajun
God,
sauce.
dude. That. Oh, you don't even need the sauce. Shut up. Oh my God. I don't know what you do. Just chop the cheese.
What you think?
I quit.
He said I quit.
Oh my God, dude.
Everybody come get a taste.
So welcome back to Front Porch America podcast. We have the man that has been all over social media, especially in our area. Well, not just our area. I've seen people driving 2 and 3 hours to get a bite.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm sitting here with Raynel Brown with Ray's Munchies, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And I just ate one of them, and I want to go back in there and get 2 or 3 more. And those things are huge. Like, you know, the videos don't do them justice.
Mm-hmm.
And for people that haven't tried these boudin balls, or how do you pronounce boudin?
It really depends on
Where are you from,
yeah,
right?
I say boudin balls.
Yeah, boudin,
Some people say boudin. Yeah.
Yeah, so and some of them Cajuns are probably gonna making fun of us the way we say it, especially in my country. But
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about your Ray's Munchie.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna find out how you got this passion for it, because you don't only just cook those balls. You cook a number of different things.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed on social media that people were talking about, oh, if you got to have sauce, you know, dude, I can eat those without the sauce.
Yeah.
The flavor in those things are just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about Ray's Munchies. Let's just start from the beginning and let's just kind of get it out there and let everybody know your story.
So like the very beginning.
Yeah.
All right. I think I really started cooking when I was with my grandma. I used to live with her when I was real young, and she would always cook for the church and just different events and give back, and I would help her out. I was about 7 years old. Fast forward a little bit, I went to college, and I was wanting to make some extra money, so I decided to make some plates there, and it went really good. Not on the scale that it is now, but
Right.
it was doing good, and I decided to when I graduated, I decided to make a post about I'm going to be doing plates, and it turned out well, and here we are.
And here we are. So
Yeah.
so now for those that don't know or hadn't watched the last podcast, you graduated with a degree in
I got a bachelor's in communication from
communication.
Lindsey Wilson College.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome, dude. And I've been following you since the last podcast interview we did, and dude, the growth,
Mhm.
the hustle you have is absolutely amazing. To see somebody
Thank
your age come out and just blow it up, like
Mhm.
you go everywhere. And you deliver these and you
Mhm.
meet people halfway. And like I was saying, what's your farthest customer so far that's came to try these?
Huntsville, Alabama.
Wow. Where did
Yeah.
you meet them at, or where did they?
It was just from Facebook. Actually, and I had another one come from Louisiana. They met me at Crofton at my pop-up event, and they came from there. I was just
That's
amazed.
crazy,
I know.
man. So you had people from Louisiana, from
Yeah,
the Cajun Creole land,
yeah,
come up and try some of yours.
yeah. I was confused
How did
about
they
that.
feel about that? Like,
They enjoyed it.
did they
They enjoyed it. Yeah.
did they compare it to some they have back home?
No, they were
They
just
were
saying how
just
good it was and just asking me different things about it. I guess they've seen them everywhere, of
right.
course, and they just wanted to get a taste.
Get a taste, and
Yeah,
that's kind of like your
yeah.
slogan. Get
Come
a
get a
taste.
taste.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
So, what are your plans moving forward? Now, I know you have a lot of pop up events.
hmm
Kind of explain how that works and what that means for people who don't know.
Pop up event is where I get in contact with somebody that is able to let me use their venue, and if they're not able to let me use their venue, I go to festivals, things like that, and I plan on just to keep on growing that part of the business until I can get something even bigger.
So
Yeah.
even bigger, are you looking like a maybe a food truck type or a storefront or
Hopefully, I can do both.
both?
I want to
Yeah,
do both.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you want to do it here locally, or do you think you're going to have to kind of broaden your horizons a little bit, hit a bigger city population?
I
Because I'm
think
gonna
I
tell you
want
right
to.
now, I think you could do perfectly fine here.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you've got people, and Crofton's not far from right here
hmm
where I'm at.
Yeah.
If you got people driving from Louisiana to come and
Yeah.
get a taste, then you're not gonna have a problem. It's
Yeah.
gonna So have you done any kind of competitions, or are you looking to do any kind of? Do you do any barbecue kind of meats or anything like that,
I barbecue and smoke stuff sometimes, but that's
just for
just
fun?
for the family and things like that. But going back to what you're saying, I think I want to keep it locally to bring some more money into the community and
Nice.
just give back to people who've given back to me because like I've been wrestling my whole life and the community notices that and I gave back by coaching and just different things like that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I noticed one of my sponsors, the Fat Boy app, that
Yeah.
they got them a big old taste of it too, and
Mhm.
they've talked about it quite a bit. And that's what's so when you talk about they let you use their venue. So
Mhm.
if they're like a certain mom and pop restaurant,
Mhm.
they'll let you show up and use the kitchen, or
I
just
hope
use their customers, or
yeah.
how does that work?
Well, that's how it worked in Crofton. I was able to get in with Taste Buds Catering and Dining, and
Taste Buds Catering Dining.
yeah,
Okay,
in Crofton, and they allow me to use their venue.
and that's
I
really
have my
cool.
own customers, of course, but
Right.
then some of their customers flowed in and just went hand in hand.
You have some pretty, I guess, reoccurring customers
Oh yeah, I
that
do.
probably
Yes,
order
sir.
every week, every month, every
Mm-hmm.
day, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I noticed just earlier you posted that you're taking pre-orders for August.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Is that something that you have to do? Is like plan out a month and ahead of time, or how does that kind of explain that how that works?
I kind of do because it's just me at the moment doing the single orders, like before the pop ups and the caterings and things like that. Pretty booked up for July, and I got some other things going on in July that I won't be able to get everybody their orders. So I want to push it out and let everybody get a taste. You know what I'm saying?
That's really cool, man. So
Yeah.
we got the fair coming up. Do you have anything planned for the fair?
I won't be at the fair, but I'll be doing corn festival though.
Okay, so
100%.
you'll be set up at the corn
Yeah,
festival.
I
That's
did.
September. Yeah.
Yep, I did last year, and I did the loaded pulled pork tots, and then I
Ooh, that
got
sounds
something
good.
else I'm
Get
gonna add
something
to the menu.
special, and yeah,
Yeah,
you ain't gonna talk about that yet.
yeah, not
Yeah,
yet.
I wouldn't blame you. I don't want to
Yeah.
give away any secrets. So what's on your menu right now? I noticed that you also share that I don't only do the balls, I do some other stuff. So
hmm
let's talk about that. What are some of your other fan favorites, or some of the other stuff on your menu that you offer?
People enjoy the my burger that I make. They also enjoy the loaded fries, the wings. I got many different flavors of wings. Homemade lemonade I make myself, and then I do specials sometimes like chicken bacon ranch Alfredo pasta,
Okay.
Cajun pot, just a bunch of different things that I think that people will like. Sometimes I try different things out just to see what
See
every.
how it
Yep.
works out. Yeah, and that's I thought coming back on this podcast, I wanted to make sure that I supported you by paying
hmm
for the order
Yeah.
that you brought. Um, and do you do big catering events, or are you open to doing
Yeah.
that? Have you done
Of
that?
course. Yes.
Okay,
I've been doing that for a while now. Like
really?
I remember I've catered to the high school like softball team,
Oh, nice.
baseball team, and a few of the dealerships around Henderson. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Right now it's probably the boudin balls.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
fun, man. They're easy to eat. You can just take
Yeah.
them, and I was gonna try to save some for work tomorrow, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think Caden's gonna come over here in a little bit and eat some too, because
Yeah. He's been
he
asking
was
me
like,
about it.
hey, yeah. So
Yeah.
I got some put back for him if he hurry up and gets over here, because I don't know, I could probably eat all 12 of those big ones, man.
hmm
Dude, those are some of the best things.
It's a
And
lot.
it's
You think you'd be able to eat all 12 of them, but once you get about four of
dude.
them,
So one of them is a good size. It's almost the
Probably
size
like
of
a
a
baseball.
baseball.
Yeah. And then I have the minis. They're like the size of a golf ball.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's pretty. And so I got the big. What was the
The party
family
pan.
party pack,
Yeah.
and that's 12 of those big ones, man.
Yeah.
Those, and they're the size of a baseball.
Yeah.
Like you don't expect that when you expect something smaller
Mm-hmm.
on a big order, but
Yeah.
the minis are the size of a golf ball,
Yeah. You
and
get
I would
20 of
expect
those.
something like a cheese curd or something, but you get
No.
20 of the small ones.
Yeah.
Dang. So what's your prices, and how did you come about figuring up the prices on what to ask for? Because I know that's got to take some time
Mm-hmm.
doing all. I don't even know how to do. I'm sitting here acting like I know what the heck I'm doing,
Yeah.
and I
It
don't have a clue.
takes a lot of time.
That's a lot.
I think I'm just taking a guess, but
Yeah.
pricing. I got the minis. You get 5 of those for $7, and you can get 4 of the big ones for 12, and then you can get 12 of the big ones for 36, and then 20 of the minis for 28. I just decided to go with a price that wasn't extremely high,
Right.
but just made sense.
Still
like,
worth your
yeah.
time, and because that's a lot of effort putting all that stuff
Yeah.
together and making sure. So each batch you cook, do you taste them before you ship them out? Obviously, maybe, or are you
Not
just to that
each
point?
batch, but I just know
You
it
just
just
got
comes
it
with it.
now.
That's with anything. The burgers, the wings, the fries. I just
So in the beginning, was that something that
Yeah.
did you like take it to your family and say, "Hey, try this. Is
Yeah.
this worth pushing out?" Or
Yep.
is there anything that you've made that is not? You're like, I'm not going to put it out.
um. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
I like everything. Like,
'Cause I was
I
fixing to
didn't.
say, I don't know, man. I don't know if there would
Yeah.
be or not, and that's the only thing I've ever ate from you. But
Yeah.
I plan on ordering a bunch more stuff because I want to
Mhm.
try everything you've got. I want to try at least one thing on your menu, everything
Okay.
on your menu once at least, twice if I like it. So I know I'll be a returning customer on the balls for sure.
Okay.
And again, I was surprised because, it's a rice base kind of it seemed like,
Mhm.
and sometimes that can be very overwhelming.
Mhm.
And you need that sauce, but you don't need that sauce.
Yeah.
Like, and I see people dipping it in that Cajun sauce. I don't know how you make it,
Mhm.
but I mean, I wish I had a little machine I could put it in because I don't know if you're gonna tell me how you make it or not. But that's some good because that stuff would be good on like shrimp. It'd be good on all kinds
Oh,
of
it
stuff.
really
man.
is chicken, everything. Like
Yeah, I bet it is.
I feel like people drink it because they order so
I
much.
bet it's almost like what is that sauce at the Chinese yum yum sauce? It's kind of got that motif where like everybody has to have it.
Yeah.
So that's your Cajun sauce,
Yep.
I'm not comparing the flavors to this,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm just comparing like every time we go, we got to have that yum yum sauce. So every time we get it, we got to have your Cajun sauce.
Mhm.
I'd like to try some on some shrimp. I think that would be really, really good
It
on some
would.
shrimp. So,
And that's why I was wanting to make it to your
the crawfish
I
bowl.
wanted to make
yeah.
that. I definitely know. I know that would have went good
Oh
together.
man, I bet it would have. Oh yeah, that would have
Yeah.
been real good. Well, we have another one next year, so
I'll be
we'll
there.
get you on there. So how far out do you think you are from having a permanent location? Like, are you ready for that yet? Or are you still trying to build something? Like you've got a pretty good clientele already. But is there something holding you back, or is there something that we could do to help get you to that point?
Right now, I'm continuing to build the
The brand.
build the brand, the clientele, until I know they say the time is never right, but I
Right.
just want to make sure that the time is right, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you're doing this, and you still have your full-time job.
This is my full-time job for now.
So I know the last time you spoke, you were working over in Illinois
Yeah, I was working solar.
on the solar stuff,
Yeah.
and you're able to leave that
Yeah.
and start doing this full time.
As of right now,
That's crazy, man.
I know.
I mean, when did that hit you? Have you woke up yet and been like, oh crap, I'm doing what I love for the first time and making money at it? I mean,
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey, really. Like
bet it
I don't
has.
really know how to put it. When this stuff started, the first blow up, I was in like constant go mode. I didn't think it was real. I'm like, is this a dream? Like I was feeling like real. I barely slept. Didn't get to eat much. Like it was just. But now it's just becoming regular now.
so now you've kind of got yourself in a groove to
Yeah.
where and that was another question I was going to ask is when you that first little hit, man, that come out, and I told my wife, I was like, this dude's got to be like pulling his hair out because he is going every time I see
Yeah.
you, you're somewhere else, you're doing this and you're doing that.
Mhm.
But now you've gotten kind of into a groove. Do you have anybody that helps you? Are you doing most of it all yourself, or how's
I
that
do all the
working?
cooking and things like that by myself. but I have a few people behind the scenes that help me like events.
Yeah. So in other
And
words,
help me
stay out
with,
of Ray's kitchen.
yeah,
I got you.
and help me with bookings and things like that, just to take the load off.
That's pretty cool. So do you have like a set rate? Like if you, um, somebody wanted you to do a party, cater
Hmm.
a party, do you have a set rate, or
It really
how
just
can
depends.
they kind of, let's say we're gonna have a party for 100 people.
Uh,
Does it kind of based on what they order,
yeah, it just
or
really depends on what they order.
okay? I didn't know if there was like
Yeah,
a set. I'll come bring this, and
yeah.
this, or so your balls are like one of the biggest things. Is that the most popular thing that people? Because I think that's what they know you by right now is your boudin balls.
The new people know me from the boudin balls, but the rest of the original people that I had before, they know me for the burgers, the fries, the
So
wings.
Caden, my son, had said he had told me after you left the first time, he's like, you got to try his food. He
Yeah,
didn't even say anything about the balls. He said you got to try his food.
yeah. That
This
was
boy
before
can
I
cook.
even.
Yeah,
That was before I even.
yeah, yeah. You hadn't even started doing those
Yeah.
yet. So he was like, you've got to try his food. You've
Hmm.
got to, he runs the Ray's Munchies, and I was like, what is that? And so I started looking. And I was like, I had no idea when you were here the first time. I
Yeah.
thought, man, and we've been trying to get back together, and you've just been nonstop.
I know.
And this is your first day off
In a while.
in a while.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you like taking this time to come. I know you've
Definitely.
got other things to do, but I'm excited. I was excited to get you back in here, especially try some of your food.
Hmm.
And when somebody places an order, what's the time frame on that? Do you want them to place it like a day and a week in advance? How does that work out?
It used to be different. Like I could accept orders the day of, but it's
Now you're so busy that
yeah,
you have to schedule out.
yeah.
So I know you've been to Crittenden County. A buddy of mine, Heath
Hmm.
Fawn, he tried some of them. He really liked them. He's been posting them and I
Hmm.
think that brought some more. Another buddy, Jewel from Webster County, he's ordered some.
Hmm.
I don't know if he's got them yet or not. I can't remember. I don't want to misspeak on that. But if you haven't, you just wait until you get them in your mouth, bub. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, and it's crazy. It just I don't know. I'm just kind of like, how in the world did you expect this kind of response from everybody? Because like I said, or like you said, you were able to, hey, I want some. Okay, give me a couple hours, I'll have you some.
Yeah.
Now it's give me a couple of days, or give me a week, or
Yeah.
give me a month.
Yeah.
Did you expect that? I mean,
No, I didn't really expect it, but I knew the taste. I knew it was really good,
yeah.
and like I didn't get this big for no reason.
You
Like
didn't
I
get.
like to eat. I
I
like to
got you.
cook, so like I know that when I make something, it's going to be good. And then when I do make something and it's not good, I get disappointed in myself. I'm like, what did I just make?
Do you
But
eat
that
it, or
rarely
do you
happens.
do you eat it, or just throw it away and start all
I
over?
eat it just
I
so
mean,
I
I
don't
would
waste
too.
it.
I don't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't waste it either.
Yeah.
So, what inspired you to do the balls? Like, what was the
So I had a teammate in college. He's from Louisiana,
okay?
and he took me down to his house down there. We went to a LSU football game, went out, seen everything, went to the mall, different places, and he was like, "We're gonna go out to eat," and he said, "I want you to try these boudin balls." I was like, "What is boudin?" And he let me try it, and I was amazed. But down there, they don't have as much cheese as certain people do, or that I do, but they had like a cube in the middle, it was like a pepper jack cheese in the
Okay,
middle,
okay.
and it was amazing. And I just took that and just ran with it and experimented with different things. I'm like, this is the one.
And so, how many different recipes did you try before you realized that this one is the one?
Um,
Because I mean, obviously it is. I
yeah,
mean, your social media speaks for itself.
yeah.
So
Um, I did a few different ones, but I still got some things in the works of those other ones that I was working with.
yeah.
So
So you're improving them as you go.
yeah.
So you're always
No, these are gonna stay the same,
okay.
but there may not be something else that
Okay,
yeah,
so there may be like a little sister to the.
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, you
Yeah.
do too, don't you? Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
You gonna? Is it gonna be a Cajun flavor type stuff, or how's that? Is there
Um,
a certain? I mean, obviously not because you have burgers and you've got everything else. But is
mhm.
there any more Cajun flavors coming in your lineup?
I was hoping to, but there were some things that I had to think about, and I just didn't want to overstep my boundaries, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just didn't want to. That's a hard question. Like I just didn't want to overstep.
disrespect
Yeah,
anything. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got you. I see what
Just
you're
keep
saying.
it. Just stay in my lane. Is
I
basically what I'm
got you.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever you're doing, you need to just keep doing because
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, you're making the right choices. I
Mhm.
mean, if you can leave your full time job
Mhm.
to do this full time, chase your passion. You know, I've interviewed a few people that Lance Brantley
Mhm.
that does bow fishing. You know, he's able to follow his dream. I just seen a post today. They won first or second place in a big tournament, and
Really?
they just hustle and
Yeah.
you the way he hustles, the way you hustle, the way these people hustle, and even the Fat Boy app people, man, they're out here every single day going places,
Oh
getting
yeah.
people signed up and hustling and hustling.
Yeah.
And I know in the beginning, did you ever feel like, man, I'm not getting anywhere? Is this
Definitely.
worth it?
I definitely did.
What was your drive to keep going?
Uh, just wanting something better for myself and my family, and just be different than people in my family, and just do something bigger. And then recently, obviously, I spoke about my dad the last
Right.
time. That's pushed me to go even harder because I feel like some people might think just because that happened, I'm supposed to be down on myself
Right.
and just down in the dumps. But no, that made me want to go even harder just to make him proud.
I'd
Bless
have to
his soul.
say that he's probably down there or up there just rooting you on 100%, man.
Yeah.
I bet he's just happy as can be just
Hmm.
seeing you succeed. I mean,
And
that's
it's yeah, it just sucks that he's not physically here to see it, but I
right.
know like people say he's here in spirit.
Right,
But
absolutely. Yeah, it's still, I can see where it'd be hard. Do you have anything that you're going to create kind of like in his memory, like a food or
he kind of read my
just
mind. I
really?
really can't speak on it right now,
Okay,
but
okay,
hopefully one day we'll bring that out.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's in the works.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Is there anything you want to touch on? I know this is probably going to be a little shorter podcast than
Hmm.
normal, but I just really wanted to get this out there for people. Not that you need my help, because I mean you are blazing on the internet. You're blazing on
Yeah.
on Facebook and all the dang social media sites. You definitely don't need my help. But is there anything out there or anything you want to say to let people know what's coming that you can talk about and you want to talk
Hmm.
about? How to order, where to order, what to expect. That kind of stuff like that.
As in what to expect, I'd probably say expect the corn festival. I know that's coming up. If you want to place an order, just look me up, Ray's Munchies, and come get a taste for sure. You can look me up on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any other
Everywhere.
platforms,
Yeah.
and don't give up. Just keep chasing your dreams. Like people say things like, "Oh, all you have to do is just work hard and keep going." Like, but it's the truth. Just keep going.
And you're seeing that.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time that what you were like, man, I'm so sick and tired of hearing somebody tell me to keep on.
Hmm.
If I hear one more person
Yeah.
tell me don't give up,
Hmm.
was there a moment that clicked and you were like, holy crap, they're right?
Yeah.
You know,
Recently,
when was that? How did that feel? How did that come about?
just going over past messages from people and my dad as one, and then just going over past messages from people and trying to keep me on the right path and to stay inspired and things like that. I just said, yeah, they're right. You were right.
I like one of my favorite things that you were doing there for a little while, right, wrong, or indifferent, I don't care, was when somebody would post something negative
Yeah,
on your Facebook page, you would
yeah,
just you would use that as kind of like an advertising gimmick,
yeah,
basically. Obviously, they must have not have tasted them. I don't know if they've ever ate them or not or
yeah.
whatever, and it's not going to be for everybody, right?
Hmm.
And that's the thing. You're either going to like it or you're not, and
Hmm.
that's okay. But when you take it to the point of being disrespectful and just being nasty, is
Yeah,
kind of they kind of deserve that
yeah.
honesty, brutal honesty, I guess.
But going off of that, I didn't even say nothing about them. My followers just took off on them. I just posted what they said, and I said
Yeah,
okay, and then posted their picture, and they took off. I didn't
yeah.
tell them to do none of that.
Well, and it's almost like an advertising gimmick, and
Yeah,
that's like I knew that I was gonna like them because I love Cajun flair. I like
yeah,
that food. I like that kind of stuff, and I mean, it would absolutely have to taste like a garbage bag for me not to eat it because I
yeah.
eat everything. I've ate cicadas. I've deep fried cicadas.
Cicadas.
They were actually good. They taste like peanuts.
Oh
Hell,
man.
I ate deer stomach last winter. I just like tripe.
Yeah,
I cooked me some deer stomach. It was actually pretty good too. It was kind of like a pork rind taste. It was really good. So I mean, there's not a lot that I won't eat,
yeah.
but I was really surprised. Like it's the hype. all the hype out there is worth ordering these, 100%.
Thank you.
But I don't want to just focus on those. I want people to order from your menus.
Yeah.
And so be sure, like, you know what you're doing, obviously. I don't have to sit here and tell you. I can't sit here and tell you what to do or how to do anything. But
You're fine.
post that menu. Post the menus. Share the menus more, because I can forgot about it. You know, when Caden was telling me, you know, order some more of his food, I forgot about your other food because these balls have just taken over.
I know that's why
It's
I like to make posts every once in a while just to remind everybody.
And I seen your menu. Just, you know, for those who don't know, I have this, and this. Other than the balls, what is your second best selling item? You said your cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Is there something special you do with that? You don't want to talk about?
No, I can talk about it.
Well, I know some people. So if you have a recipe, right?
Yeah.
And it's something you don't want to give away all the secrets. You know what I mean? I don't want somebody out here trying to steal your ideal.
You can give anybody any recipe they want, but they can't do it like
exactly.
It's done. Like somebody can make an In-N-Out burger, but it can't be In-N-Out.
So something I always compare things to is if you go out here to a deli and you get a ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
And you can come home and make it. It don't taste the same.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the exact same type of brand of meat, tomatoes, lettuce, and it just doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
It's better from the deli for whatever reason it is. I don't know why.
And
so
then going off of that, like I've seen a lot of people like recently like try to make replicas, like different boudin balls and just different things, and that's fine. I want everybody to be successul,
right?
But if you want to taste Ray's Munchies,
yeah, you gotta get some Ray's. Yeah, you can do what you want.
But back to the burger. Backtrack. When I was with my grandma, she used to cook burgers.
Okay.
And I still remember that recipe to this day, and that's how I made it.
So it's something special that Grandma did. That, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, man. Well, Ray now. I don't know if you're going by Ray now or, you know, you got that stage name going on.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited for you, dude. I'm pumped. I just love watching your success. I like watching every day something new. You know, somebody else is trying them, and I lost count on how many people has tried them in just the last couple of months, because I'm just like, dang, he's got enough. And sometimes there for a while it was like 3, 4, 5 videos a day of people trying them, and I'm like, good Lord, this dude is rolling.
I've been wanting to do that, but it's been getting harder. Like with the amount of people, like they come, and then I got to get to the next person, Like, it's just nonstop.
I bet it is. So when you were in Crofton, that was your last big one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my last big one.
The line.
Yeah.
Of people, and it was raining. Mm-hmm. Like the line of people was crazy.
Yep.
And they just stood there and just kept coming.
Somebody said that was like the most people they've seen in Crofton before.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, you know, they probably went and ordered from the other place too. You know, they may got, you know, because that business just kind of, with you going to these places and having these, I'm going to need something to drink. Let's go over here and get something to drink. Or I want a dessert, you know. So that you just kind of help out everybody. Everybody's helping. And what was that little place there in Crofton that you went to?
Taste Buds Dining and Catering.
Taste Buds Dining and Catering. Do they have a little storefront restaurant where you can eat? Okay.
It's like right down the street from Huck's in Crofton.
Okay. So if y'all are in Crofton, y'all go check them out. Mom and Papa owned little place. So what's on their menu? Do you know what they serve? They serve like a little...
they serve, if you want to compare it to anything around here, like B&H.
Okay, basically. So it's a little diner, burgers and fries, and just, you know, kind of
a bunch of different things.
Nice. We're going to have to drive up there and check them out. Corn Fest, what is that? Third week of September, I think, is when it usually hits. Somewhere between the 20th and 23rd, 24th. Yeah. So that'll be up there in Morganfield, Kentucky. So you'll be set up there. How many balls you got prepared for? Are you going to prepare for the Corn Fest? 10,000. I bet you're going to have to. So are you going to make them as you go, I guess, per order? How long does it take to cook those?
It takes about 5 to 8 minutes.
To cook them, and then
you can fit like 6 in a basket, the big ones.
Okay. So from start to finish, you're making the boudin balls, you're making them. Mm-hmm. What's your time? What are you looking at? 5 minutes, or obviously 8 to 10, 20 minutes, something like that?
Probably 10 to 15. It just depends. I know in Crofton, I prepped them the night, just rolled them, and then brought them there, and then coated them, and
cooked them all there. Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
that helped out a lot.
I bet it did. It did. And is that kind of what you're gonna do with the Corn Fest? You're gonna?
I'm not sure.
Don't know yet. You have to. Y'all just have to go and see.
Yeah, go and see.
I see what you're doing. All right. Yeah, we don't want to take the surprise away. That's really awesome. Well, Raynel, I appreciate you coming, man. Appreciate you bringing
you for having me.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. You're welcome back anytime, man. If you got something new you want to talk about, we'll come back and we'll just sit here and talk. Y'all go follow Raynel on Ray's Munchies on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all social media platforms. And y'all just going to have to go get a taste for yourself because I got some balls on the table I'm going to go finish.